Good morning, everyone. And in today's episode, we will find out how muggles achieved the power of flight and what the hell happened to Kettleburn. But good morning, everyone, and welcome to Year 7, Chapter 50. How long is Year 7 going to be? This is ridiculous. Since last chapter, we think that Peregrine is possessed. I had this really long comment about why I'm not giving Peregrine any leeway. He might be actually possessed. He might be a genuinely good father. Look, I hear your complaints, but I raise you this. I just don't like Peregrine. I am biased. I am extremely biased. I irrationally dislike this man. Nothing about his character in game has made me like him. That's my opinion, and you are entitled to your opinions. Anyway, tell Jacob everything you've learned so far. Jacob's already in it. Why are we telling him anything? Again, I don't think Jacob's gonna listen. Yeah, he's already been brainwashed. What are we doing? I don't know at what time this chapter came out. And I genuinely thought this week was going to be a dud again. Jacob, I'm glad you're here. I've got a lot to tell you. And I'm glad to see you, Pip. I'm happy to see Jacob in game always. He's just a bit of a moron. Jacob Silvers would never. You're also been doing some research on Darasaki? Yeah. Alright, where have you been researching? At the Ministry of Magic, the archives of all kinds of information. Jacob, don't you dare give me the same answer that Peregrine gave me. The Ministry? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Just wait until you hear what I've learned. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the same response as Peregrine from you. I noticed that Dad carries an amulet that once belonged to Darasaki. Although I see no relation between the drawing of the amulet and the amulet that I actually saw. Maybe it's just the fact that I haven't looked at the amulet closely. What? I'm paying attention. I'm just thinking. You're not paying attention, are you? Dasaki's creation wasn't for mind control. It was for healing. I feel so bad for Darasaki. It is at times like this, there's a part of me that wonders, dude, maybe the villains aren't that wrong. But then again, governments are just always like this. Dasaki may have accidentally cursed his amulet. Yeah. Now, I believe that theory that maybe to some extent Peregrine is being influenced by the amulet, but I don't think his ideas were good to begin with. Does Dad know you've been spending time with the Ministry? Bruh, I'm going to graduate soon. Where the hell do you think I would spend my time in the official world? I don't want to spend time with the government either. I got to. I think Dad might be cursed. Yes, finally somebody came out and said it. And don't worry guys, I'll be the first to admit that my love for certain characters and my hatred for certain characters is irrational. Believe me, I know. Let me make sure I got this right. You think Dad is cursed because he has an amulet that may have been accidentally cursed by Arasaki. Exactly. I learned that things can be cursed during moments of intense emotion. I would say dying when you're completely innocent is quite intense, won't you? Yeah. Something I completely understand. That might be cursed. You know what? I don't blame in-game MC for coming to that conclusion. Again, I will just repeat that in-game MC has missed their father to some extent. They want to give him leeway. We as players don't want to give him leeway. Keyword being might, Sarahi. So, yes, understandable. I do understand the keyword being might. We still need to check. But to tell you the truth, I don't think he is. He's exactly the same as he's always been. And if that doesn't tell you that he is just an awful guy, I don't know what will. I think that perhaps you're just looking for reason to make Dad seem like the bad guy because he leads R. I'm not afraid to say this. He is the bad guy. He is the bad guy, Jacob. Need I remind you that Rowan died because of R? Don't you dare blame that on Rakepick. I will be angry. Do not. That you got trapped inside. Again, don't you dare blame it. Okay, I will say this. Don't you dare blame this 100% on Rakepick. Peregrine is responsible because he leads R and people under him, he's responsible for. That counts Rakepick. So, sure, in-game Rakepick is responsible to an extent. I will admit that. She is directly responsible. Who is indirectly responsible? Peregrine, because he leads her. She was his underling. Why? Peregrine does this, it makes me angry. You're not getting leeway because you're my bro. You're not getting leeway, Jacob. That makes me mad. I don't like that, but it's like 4:30 a.m. I don't have time to storm off and be funny. And I don't have a cup of tea either. Damn, I don't have a cup of tea. I want tea. Dad would never have allowed any of that to happen if he had known. Even if he can't control Rakepick, that is still his fault. How do you know? He could have been just saying that. Also, like I'm saying, look, Rakepick went wrong, eh? He's the leader, right? Rakepick fears him, right? If he can't control Rakepick, then he sucks. I know because we've been talking. Dad is furious with Rakepick and he feels guilty about everything. Don't care, still responsible. The only leeway I give Rakepick is not even in-game Rakepick. I give Rakepick leeway because I headcanon her as being guilty. And that she genuinely did not want this. Look, I think we can clear this whole thing up if we just talk to Dad about what we learned. I did talk to him. Mans didn't listen. Why would he admit to being cursed? You said it's possible to sense dark magic on a cursed object, right? Then you just have to take a look. You just asked to take a look at the amulet. I'm sure Dad won't mind. Okay, that's pretty sensible by his standards here. Let's just take a look at the amulet, but still. I'll go with you and I'll take a look at the amulet myself. 2 sets of eyes are better than 1, aren't they? You're also very biased. And to be honest, so am I. You're biased in his direction, I'm biased in the other direction. Yeah, okay, fine, alright. Let's go then. I don't want to waste any time, especially if Dad is cursed. We should really get to say the line just for once in our life. I am surrounded by idiots. Hello, 3 boomsticks. Be with you in just a moment, dear. Hello, Madam Rosmata. Hope you don't get yelled at again. That made me angry. Allow me to regale everyone with the tale of the haunted Frank Frisbee. It happened just last week. I think that would have been more funny during Halloween, sir. Want to swap seats? For once, I'd like to not hear Bilton Blind story. I want to hear it. Sure, I'll swap. You can deal with my father. Guys, don't let my broken attempt at a response convince you that I don't like it when people explain their opinions in the comments. By all means, tell me your opinions in the comments and if I'm being an idiot. Believe me, it makes me think about some things too. So that one person told me how I'm not giving Peregrine leeway while I'm still giving Marula and Rakepick leeway, and I just thought about things. Hey, so why do I dislike Peregrine so much? Like, I genuinely thought about it. And then I just realized that, I don't like Peregrine just because I don't like him. I have no reason. I have no reason not to like Peregrine. I just irrationally dislike this man because nothing in the game has made me like him. I'm sure I have reasons, I just don't know what they are. Yeah, hello, Sarah. So you wanted to meet me because you think I've been cursed by an evil amulet. Wait. How did you know? Jacob! Already? I may have mentioned your concerns about Dad being cursed in my message to him. Okay, so what is my reaction? Okay, so keeping in mind that MC does have concern for their father, at least in this game, what is my response supposed to be? Was I just gonna... You know what? Never mind. Thank you for agreeing to meet me, Dad. You mean with us? I think it's important that you and I discuss my concerns. Are you ignoring me? Mature Pep. Siblings. Children, please. Since you already know, I'll just come right out and explain. Objects can be accidentally cursed when a witch or wizard feels strong emotion. You know what? I don't regret ignoring him. All evidence points to the amulet having been cursed when Rosaki died. Sometimes you refer to Rosaki's dark soul as yours. It's like you're not yourself. He does think it belongs to him. I don't think he's cursed. And I just realized that my response about not liking Peregrine is about as broken as my thought process. Why did I reply to a comment I had no answer to? God damn. Yeah, this man doesn't think it's serious. I hate you both. I hate both of you. The amulet isn't cursed, Rahi. Look, I'll tell you all about how I got the amulet. The ministry said it was stolen. I assume you stole it. Maybe it was stolen a long time ago and it was passed down to you. I don't know, yaar. I don't care. I don't know how my thought process works. Why are my trains of thought so broken? I have a very broken train of thought. I would say that one of the reasons I dislike Peregrine is because he's a terrible father. You left your family, lead a cult. I guess that's one of the reasons I dislike him so bad. I also have an irrational hatred for this man anyway because I don't like the fact that he exists. I've had this amulet for over 10 years. You were quite young when I found it. 10 years? Go on, Sarah. He asked Dad if you can examine the amulet. Can I ask questions first? Shut up. The amulet attracts dark witches and wizards who do horrible things. I have a collection of Rosaki artifacts. This amulet is the first I found. I see. Perhaps the amulet isn't cursed, but there's only one way to know for sure. I love the legend of Darasaki since I was a kid. I would say the legend of Darasaki is what inspired him to do the whole thing with R and all. That this guy got murdered irrationally and therefore I'm going to take revenge or something of sort, I don't know. I found this amulet at the bottom of the... There is no way. Ministry said it was stolen. I don't care about any of this. Now that I talk about it, the only thing that comment has made me realize is the fact that I have a very broken train of thought. I need to stop talking about it. I examine every artifact I find very carefully. I check them for all sorts of nastiness. That includes curses, Raggy. Never mind. I carry this amulet because it's the first Usaki artifact I ever found. I see. So it's like a memento. Hey, there's a Pokemon move called memento. Again, random thought process. Wow. How does my brain work? Exactly. I'm not sure where you got your information, but I know more about Usaki and his artifacts than most. The amulet isn't cursed. Go ahead and take a look. I promise you it's perfectly safe. Let me see it too. Come on, I like pretty things. Hey, gimme. I want to see too. Where's Sickleworth? See, right? I told you. Just an old amulet. Dad isn't cursed. Jacob's an idiot. Alright, fine. Now let me touch it. Thanks. You're right, I didn't feel anything. It's just a little cold. As are most metal objects. I don't think that amulet is cursed either. If it is, then that's surprising, but I don't think it's cursed either. That's metal for you. What I said. If that amulet really was cursed, I never would have held on to it. Especially not with two young children. I would never endanger you two. Oh yeah, we were young when this was found. 10 years ago. Jesus. I'm glad we could talk about this, especially if this was truly bothering you so much. Is he gonna ask me about R again? Thanks for talking to me. Of course, it's important for family to be on the same page. I'd say only Jacob and you are on the same page. Like say, no! How did I predict that? Not this again. Don't you want us to be family? Your brother's already come back. It's a whole different organization without raping. No, I don't have time for storming off. You guys have no idea how much I miss her. I'm so upset with the two of you. That's the last I'll say of it today. Get back to school and think about it. What do you mean? You rejoined. Jacob. Yet. Go guys, look, Victor is still here. Perhaps I'll go into vampire activism after school. Oh Jesus. Anyone seen Fang? He's run off again. Why does Fang keep doing that? Like, this has been a running joke for many years. Ismelda's going to be graduating. Who am I going to hang out with next year? That's a good point. Hello everyone. News flash. I'm surrounded by idiots. My brother is an idiot. Anyone feeling the impending end of the school year and stressing out? Worrying about graduation and nudes, I've been having stress dreams every night. Understandable. Is that why I've been dreaming about a cauldron chasing? Perfectly on brand for Barnaby. You look glum, Sarai Silvers. But my father is the leader of R and my brother is an idiot. What do you want from me? I'm just worried. It's about your dad, isn't it? Sort of. It's about Jacob. The idiot rejoined R. What? Why? No, don't ask me. I'm not entirely sure. Admittedly, I didn't ask why Jacob rejoined R. I was too stunned to ask him.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
There must be a reason. And we can certainly figure it out together. What's the point discussing with you who actually think R is doing the right thing? And let's hear them. I need to know why Jacob would rejoin R. What is your opinion? There's no reason your brother would rejoin R after what they did to him. The thing is, he individually blames Rick instead of R on a whole, which is very dumb. The ministry, again, what's the point discussing this with Tulip? Tulip's also an idiot. Barnaby, what's your opinion? Is there any way to get me his opinion? If he has one. Duncan died because of R. Why would Jacob rejoin them? I don't think he remembers Duncan. That's just tragic. Barnaby, opinion. If I could see my parents again, I would. Maybe Jacob feels the same. Oh god damn it, Barnaby. The thing is, in-game evidence points to the fact that Barnaby is right. MC and Jacob have missed their father in-game. It's not that far off. But I'm sure to hell, like Barnaby, for example, like okay, if your parents did come back, and would you become a Death Eater? No, I really think not. He would not become a Death Eater to like see his parents again. Oh god damn it! Why did I ask Barnaby for his opinion? Now I'm more conflicted. I didn't even know my dad had asked my brother to join us. I don't know what you were expecting. I don't like this, Rahi. Your brother is making a mistake. I know. He's a bit of a moron. Jacob said if I joined R, we could be family again. Is that why he rejoined? I actually talked about this. I kind of admire Jacob was standing up to the ministry. It's brave. Now, I talked about this last week that when the last chapter came out, that as much as Jacob is being an idiot in game, I understand it to an extent. He has missed his father and so he's willing to do anything to get his approval back. That kind of thing. It's very normal for kids to feel this way with parents. Like you just want their parents' approval so badly, you'll do just about anything, even if that betrays your morals. Believe me, and I'm guilty of that. So to an extent it's understandable. It's just that we as players know that it's an idiotic decision. So we have Kiara and Corey being the only two people in this little group with brain cells, and then Tulip and Barnaby who actually think that Tulip has no brain cells. Barnaby is still putting his 2 cents in. Like I understand why he feels this way. Now I may be biased towards Barnaby, of course I am, but then again it does make me think about the fact that I also said this last week, that Jacob has missed his father and is willing to do anything stupid to get his approval, and that is something real that kids do to get their parents' approval. Okay, so ultimately what I'm trying to say is that Barnaby has the same opinion that I was talking about last week. I just forgot about it, and I recognize that I am biased towards Barnaby, but I genuinely was talking about this. There is absolutely no reason Jacob would rejoin on. The trap had been portrayed for years. I agree, it seems unlikely. Only 2 people here with brain cells. That's what I thought. But Tulip and Barnaby had good points about why Jacob might rejoin or Tulip didn't, Barnaby did. This is the first time we've seen our dad in quite some time. I know my parents weren't the best, but I'd still give anything to talk to them again. Even after everything they did. Understandable. Kids feel that way, okay, it's kind of understandable. Look, the family angle is cute and all, but maybe Jacob is just sick of the ministry and acting all high and mighty. I know I am, always telling us what to do and what not to do. Look, I'll be the first to say that governments, I'm sure I'm not the first to say this, governments are not the best. They're not. But they're like a very thin line in keeping things somewhat organized, even if it doesn't seem like it. He did say that if the ministry was corrupt, it wouldn't be so bad to clean them out. Just, look, it isn't, but not with mind control. Not with mind control. Mind control is stupid. I agreed with him. If there are corrupt, oh right, I agreed with it. A broken train of thought. Yes, a couple of chapters ago, I did agree with him on the fact that it wouldn't be so bad to clean the ministry out. Because you know what I was thinking about? When I said like I agree, I was thinking about Volo from Pokemon Legends Arceus. Then it just comes back to the fact that I only agree with villains if the villain is hot. If there are corrupt ministry officials, they should be taken care of, right? Someone has to stand up to corruptions, right, Silvers? Yeah, but dude, is the mind control really Is mind control really? Mind control? I haven't thought of it from either of those perspectives. Then it's good you decided to discuss with us. Put yourself in Jacob's position, right? Why would you join us? Okay, look, in Jacob's position, I get it, okay? He only joined R to get closer to his father. Let me just say this. Jacob has lost like about 6 years of his life, and I kind of understand why he would, now that he's free, he would want everything to go back to normal. It's kind of how like Penny behaves, you know, that she wants things so badly to go back to normal that she ignores everything else. And that's what Jacob is doing. He wants his family to go back to normal so badly that he is ignoring all red flags. Which again, you put yourselves in the shoes of a kid that wants to get closer to his parent, and it's understandable. It is just we as players who know it's stupid, but these as children don't. I think he's trying to get closer to dad. Jacob always looked up to dad when we were growing up. He wanted to be just like him. And after hearing Barnaby's point of view, it does make sense that Jacob would choose family. Just to be clear, I would never join my family. Thank you for pointing that out. I was worried. The only way you'll know Jacob's motivation for sure though is if you ask him yourself. You're right, Kiara. What I haven't asked him. Oh yes, the woman was too stunned to speak. I'm going to talk to Jacob. I need to know what would make him choose to rejoin her. Even if he, I was just about to ask again, but then it just comes down to the fact that he blames Rakepick. Damn it! Stop blaming Rakepick for everything. I miss her already enough as is. And she's still an Azkaban. What else do you want from her? I'm so damn relieved that Barnaby cleared up that he wouldn't become a Death Eater to see his family. He's not going to go that far. Please, good God, don't. Jacob agreed to meet me here. I'll just cast Hormelius. I mean, how do you expect him to know you're here unless you cast Hormelius? Alright, Jacob on demand system. Let's go. It's been a long time. Sound effect plays too early. There you are. Jacob on demand system. You sure seem to want to talk a lot lately. Is that a problem? Have you thought about... No! You... Dumbass sounds just take R now. That's partially why I asked to meet you. First, I want to know why you decided to rejoin R, especially when you know their plan to use mind control. Do you not think mind control is creepy and weird? I mean, they're using mind control to get corrupt officials to step down. I get the corrupt official part, but mind control? You know, there was... Duncan at one point said many years ago that Jacob got worse. I see what he meant. Perhaps if I knew why you joined R, then it would help me make my decision. Personally, I think you joined because you wanted to be closer to Dad. It's a good enough guess, but not quite why. I'll tell you exactly why I rejoined R. Please go ahead and give us your riveting explanation. What is this view? Spending time with Dad has been nice, but I didn't rejoin because he asked. Huh? I'm listening. Random boat. When I learned Rakepick went rogue, that changed things for me. That was all it took to convince you? The true goal of R is to wipe out corruption. That's a noble cause. But mind control? Mind control, Jacob! My friends helped me see different perspectives for why you'd rejoin R. Death Eaters avoid punishment because they took advantage. I see. Agree with that. There are corrupt officials of the ministry. Dude, seriously, mind control. Taking advantage of a trial to claim innocence is terrible. That doesn't make sense. No, I don't get it. Death Eaters took advantage of what? The trial system? That indicates a false, a flawed trial system, not a false trial system. But again, none of this makes sense to me. Jacob's motivation just makes no sense. If he has one. You know, thankfully I had a good night's sleep, otherwise I would not have the patience to deal with this nonsense. Death Eaters escape punishment, Sarai. The ministry isn't doing its job of protecting us. That's why I rejoined R. If the ministry isn't going to do what's right, then someone has to. But, bro. Mind control? Really? Dad did tell me about some of the Death Eaters who escaped punishment, but mind control! I'll just keep coming back to this argument. Then you already know why I joined. I mean, blimey, that Madam Umbridge used Veritaserum on us. Okay. Fair point, but she's under Death Eater. It's illegal to use Veritaserum during a Wisdom trial. How much more proof do you need, Sarai? Surely you must understand why not that the ministry is corrupt. They only care about themselves. I mean, look. He's right about that. But mind control. I mean, you're right about that. But mind control, that's not the way. That is no way to fix things. You're right, Jacob. The ministry has made mistakes. It is that there's no doubting that. Not based on what I've learned from Dad and Mr. Elderberry. Then I don't see why this is something you're so hung up on. But I've hung up on this because mind control. That's dumb. The ministry won't hesitate to use something like mind control. We're fighting fire with fire. Shouldn't we be fighting fire with water? I thought about that. Jacob, the ministry needs to be dealt with and R is the only group up to the task. Now, is this what I'm getting for agreeing with you? Like, just about the fact that the ministry is corrupt. That's not what I'm hung up on. What I'm hung up on is the mind control, which is creepy and weird. And we're testing Risaki's creation soon enough, and then everything will be better. You'll see. Wait, you're testing the advice, but Dad said he needed a powerful Legilimens. Oh yeah, Jacob works. I may not be as powerful as you, but I'm still a Legilimens. I don't think I'm as powerful as you. I think you're better between the two of us. And since you've been so stubborn lately, I decided to step up and offer my abilities. Oh, shut up. You're going to help Dad use mind control on someone? That's what I'm hung up on. The mind control. I'm not hung up on corruption. I'm hung up on the mind control. The ends justify the means, right? No, they do not. Okay, maybe they do, but not in this situation. It's unfortunate that it's come to this. Oh, come on, dumbass. We'll be testing the device with or without you. Jacob, I wasn't done talking. Oh no, I can't let them test that device. The ministry could be in danger. I'm not concerned about the ministry. I'm concerned about the concept of being mind controlled. It's a chapter end here. God damn. Things were getting interesting. Just when things were getting interesting, because we're probably gonna get a TLSQ next week. I will say this. The TLSQ next week will probably be very cute. It's a Barnaby Center TLSQ where we celebrate the birthday, I think, of his pet Narl. That's so cute and I can't wait for that. I am curious to see how this works, the whole mind control shenanigans. Look, I don't think the characters of this game just don't get it. It's not the corruption that the players are hung up on. We're hung up because mind control is creepy and weird. I think this is the third time I've said this in video. I thank Barnaby for clarifying that he's not going to become a Death Eater because good God, when he said that he understands, I was genuinely scared. And well, Jacob's an idiot. Dad was an idiot to begin with. I know now that I irrationally dislike this man regardless of what he does. Somehow I keep picking Marula leeway. Look, you people are thinking about something your thought might only have like one railroad track and I have like 6, okay? I have a very broken train of thought and all those 6 train tracks are broken. What am I talking about? Anyway, that ends it for this chapter. I'm curious to see what they're going to do. Is Jacob, because Jacob's testing this device. They don't need MC at this point. Dear God, this is going to, I'm scared. And I want to immediately see what happens next. I can't wait for the next chapter. That's all for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think we can all collectively at least agree that Jacob's an idiot. Bye everyone. Have a nice day.